Welcome back, my friends, to the part 2 of the greenhouse grow room build. Been a busy boy, and I've had to dismantle some of it so that you can see what I've actually done. And along the top, if you remember, I got some wood for actually pulling the lights up and down. Well, we've done away with that now because we've actually got the hanging basket chains. So we've still got the ventilation. We've got some thicker bubble wrap on the front with the space blankets, you know, the warm blankets, the foil blankets, and I've redone the bubble wrap at the bottom as well, just to tidy it up. And on the inside, we've realigned it with all the foil blankets all round now. It was a lot easier than using aluminium foil, as everyone previously said, and the people who recommended the actual foil. So we've realigned these now so that they're sitting level each way. The only trouble is can't get this level all the time, so I've just got to change that. I'm just going to hold you just while that van disappears. So we've got three bits of wood in there now. The lights will stay at the top and we'll have something at the bottom. I've got the little heater that we used before, managed to keep the temperature right with that really low setting. That's all wired up now, and bit of plyboard covered in foil will just sit in there, and then one of the plastic trays will go in the top with water in, or water in the bottom, not quite sure yet, but that's where we are with that bit. That's what it'll look like with the tray in. It looks all skewy, but it is perfectly level, and I've been doing some saving some seed, drying it out, ready to put into the packets. I'll just show you inside, and this is roughly where we got to. I'm not sure how much foil I'd put up, but I've still got another strip there to do on this side, and I've been drying my eggshells and tea bags in here. Now it's a little bit brighter, so I'll just set you up and we'll continue with the build. Before I go any further, I've put this batten all the way around the outside so that I can attach the foil, because at the moment it's just taped to the original bubble wrap, which is held on by the clips. So it's a little bit flimsy, so when I've got the shells in, I'll be able to put some more foil in. So these are the pallets. Now they're 4 across, and I've put some runners across, not fastened them in, because then once the top layer's on, I can just adjust it up and down nice and slowly, considering I've only got one set of hands. Same with the bottom. Now, for anybody that understanding about greenhouses, these square ones would normally hold your greenhouse together. They're square, they fit into a recess, so they don't turn, so you only have to use from the one side. But how do you get those into this gap? Well, there's a little design here, so that actually sits into there, and as you tighten it up, it just twists and holds, and then it will pull everything really nice and tight. So that's just for anybody that's not quite sure what you can actually get for greenhouses to add accessories. Now, if you remember, when I collected the pallets, I had to cut these ends off so I could transport them. So now I've turned them into the middle supports, and again, battens on them. I know the width, I'm not sure of the height, but that can be adjusted after. So that's the middle section when you actually get to see it. Just had to cut this to shape, length, so it sits in nicely. So I've been taping these joints up on the Correx. That'll make a nice ledge for the plants or whatever, and obviously just cutting around there. I sort of stopped filming because it's just getting a bit too bright. So we fastened it onto that rail, just dropped it down, staple gunned it in. This bit here I'll show you a little bit later what I'm doing with this little lip here. And that one blanket has gone down across that piece of wood and underneath and back down again. I wasn't sure whether to put another piece of wood there, but you can overkill, so I'll just staple it on there and do the same and go underneath again. I don't mind doubling up on the foil because I've got quite a few. I've got another pack of 12. The wife wanted to buy something on one of the main sites and she'd got to pay postage. So if you bought something else, you didn't have to pay postage. So another 12 blankets didn't cost me nothing. Came in quite useful. So we're getting somewhere now, and just a quick tip: if you're going to cut this, measure it out first and then cut through the thickness. That way it's a lot easier. Well, the light's fading now, so I'm going to call it the end of part 2, and it's coming together. And I probably going to guess, when I've got the lighting in here, the reason I've done 4 pallets wide there and 3 there, so when the lights are shining at an angle, they should reach that bottom area. Probably going to be a storage area as well for some of the veg over winter, depending on what sort of heat's in here. But yeah, I'm pleased with this, how this is getting there now. And this is going to be ideal walkway during the summer, but I should probably end up filling this in. I've got a thought. I know what I might use, because the heater I've got can sit in the middle. But so I'm just bumbling along, and it does seem to be coming together quite nicely. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. Hope you've enjoyed part 2. Basically everything in here hasn't cost me anything. I will total up how much this has actually cost me altogether, because I've had lots of things given me, like the heater, etc., and reusing bits and bobs. It's just mainly down to screws and staples, very minimal. Till next time, my friends, ta-ra for now.